House Democrat Eric Swalwell responded to our segment about his cheesy workout video by challenging me to a bench press contest. I gotta say, it's nice to see him pump something besides a Chinese spy. Thank you. Speaking of Eric, you remember that workout video we showed you the other night, the one that looked about as high impact as hydrotherapy at a nursing home? But because we ragged the video, the poor sap, AKA Fat Dexter, has challenged me to a bench press contest. And the loser, he says, has to quit their job. Yes, Swalwell, the only man to ever be outlifted in the Capitol gym by the groundhog on Maxine Waters' head, says he wants to meet me in the weight room. Now, perhaps it's all a plan to get me in the gym sauna by himself. But Swalwell also claimed that he had never heard of me. Right. Nice try, Eric. Everyone knows me. I'm so famous you can't go to a Cambodian prison without hearing my name.
Greg! 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 Greg!
Well, that brings back memories. But that's why I never leave the house. So, Eric, if you really want anyone to take you seriously, you might try truth instead of being so damn thirsty. It's why you got honeypotted by a Chinese spy. She looked at you and thought, a socially inept dork who hasn't got his weenie wet since a field trip to the water slide in 7th grade. I got this one. I mean, what else could she see in a guy who looks like he buys boner pills from the New Zealand dark web? Maybe it's because you once rode a camel? Shirtless? Wow, I'm looking at that picture and wondering which hairy beast retains more water. Oh, thank you. Little camel humor. And who can forget when he ran for president and electrified an audience of none?
I will be that president because I have lived that struggle and I know how hard you work and what you expect it to add up to. But I will always be real with you. I will be bold without the bowl.
Well, that went over about as well as a kissing booth at a funeral. Amazing. But that isn't his only claim to fame. Before he broke bread with a spy, he was breaking wind on live TV. Remember? Roll it, Sven.
The evidence is uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
It was the fart heard round the world. Or at least in D.C. Hell, over at the Lincoln Memorial, even Abe got up and lit a match. No wonder Fang Fang went back to Beijing. No classified info is worth smelling that. Which gets me back to this weightlifting challenge. I'm just not willing to share a gym with a guy who has uncontrollable flatulence. And I mean, it's bad. In fact, our audio team enhanced the sound of that video he posted of himself working out. I know, and what they discovered may shock you. Here it is with full sound.
I should be working right now. I should be at the Capitol. I should be in a suit. Instead, Republicans sent us home because they would rather stand up for Donald Trump than release the Epstein files and stand up for victims. We could be at Washington, D.C., lowering your healthcare costs, lowering your grocery costs, and restoring your rights. I should be working right now. Instead, I'm pumping my
Oh, man. You know, I hope for the sake of others he wiped down the bench afterwards. But this is what the Democrats are left with, just sad, thirsty videos of baby men seeking attention. But this whole party has lost its mind. What's next? Is Cory Booker going to challenge me to a tug of war? Will Rashida Tlaib want me to engage in a beard-growing contest? Will Jerry Nadler threaten me with a turd off? But Swalwell is a reflection of the party itself. It's an unqualified mess. Trump is scoring on pretty much every front right now: the border, the economy, foreign policy. Meanwhile, everyone hates the Dems. The party is less popular than Andrew Cuomo at bingo night. But it's the remaining men of the party who are truly sad. An emasculated pocket of limp dicks in search of some spiritual Viagra. Seriously, what do men do when they no longer know what men do? Theater. They thirst for attention. Then when rightfully mocked, they thirst for more. But underneath the lack of self-awareness is insecurity, because they know they suck and it's never going to get better. The Dems can't debate the issues. They can't point to any wins. They have no leaders. And poor Eric is just a Nero in Nikes flexing for TikTok while his party burns. So thanks for the offer, fartman. But I'm afraid I'm not going to be your ticket out of irrelevance. I'm busy lifting other things: America's spirits, Fox News ratings, and Dana, so she can reach a doorknob. Let's welcome tonight's guest! He once performed for the troops to train them to withstand torture. Actor, writer, and comedian Jamie Lissow. This Brooke never babbles. Human rights attorney Brooke Goldstein. Fans travel from miles away to taste his sausage. Chef and restaurant owner Andrew Gruel. And she talks so fast, her tongue has a pit crew. Co-host of Outnumbered Emily Campagno. Jamie, I'm always reminded by the rule that the person that always makes a challenge has more to gain from it than you do. It's like nobody ever accepts a challenge unless it's like good for them.
100%. Hey, really quick, you did it in the jokes. There was the naked guy on the subway.
Yeah.
I saw that guy. I was on that train. And in his defense, it was the D train. I take you in this challenge a million times over. This guy is so cringe and so desperate for attention. Even in that clip you just showed, he was like, I am very real. I am so real. He's like the most non-real person ever. I don't know. Yeah, he's engaging in some very juvenile stuff. I used to be a big bencher, Greg. I once benched 365 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kind of guessing, but she had to be at least 300. I mean, it was. Had a pee so bad.
Oh, God. Okay.
So
The show just gets classier and classier every time I'm on it.
No,
I thought I was over fart jokes.
What?
Oh, those are really good intros.
you like the fart jokes?
Yeah, I mean-
if I can make you giggle, Brooke, then my night is made. Do you find that Eric Swalwell is a viral man?
Oh, God. I think what we're really witnessing right now, Greg, is Swalwell and your midlife crisis play out on national television.
I'm past midlife. I'm 60.
You don't look it.
Thank you, Brooke. What are you doing later?
I mean, I'm doing a lot more heavy lifting and depositions than this guy. But yeah, this is political theater. Clearly, a man on the House Intelligence and Judiciary Committee, a former presidential candidate, is now being advised to be a social media influencer on TikTok, because that is how you reach your audience. And these cringeworthy videos are coming up. And the day that your jokes, Greg, start influencing American political history, okay, is the day that we all need to be concerned with.
Aww. I thought you were going to say be happy about. We should be happy about it. Yes, very happy. Thank you so much, Brooke. Get her off the show. Andrew, there's something going on with men in the Democrat Party, and my theory is they have kind of aped the feminist beta male character where they approve of everything woke, and now that thing collapsed, they don't know what was behind there. They're like lost that original sense of who they are. So now they don't know what they are.
Yeah, there's no sense of self. I mean, there's definitely no super ego. It's just the id driving the bus right now, and that id happens to be a garbage pail kid known as Eric Swalwell.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a little girl in a pink dress pushing a hot dog through a donut telling me he's a chef.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy. That's Swalwell. You know, I don't know where that came from.
I don't know.
The funniest thing about this story is the fact that it's such a win and a success for you. This is a PR success for you, not him. A lot of people might say, like, oh, stop giving him the attention. It's like, no, this is only helping you out. And I'll tell you why. Well, two things, actually. I ran the numbers on this. First of all, you figure Swalwell is about 225, right? So he's benching 135, 60% of his body weight. Let's apply 60% of his body weight. I'm assuming you're maybe 160-ish, right?
Yeah,
you don't
160.
you don't need to say.
Yeah,
you don't need to
160.
say. Okay, got it, 160. So you need to bench 95 pounds in order to meet his 135. You're good there. The reason I know you're good is that because of all of this going on, there's been some old pictures popping up on the internet of you.
That's right.
And we were having dinner the other night, me, my 4 kids, the wife, and those pictures were being passed around the table. Weird as it is. I think my wife still has the computer open looking at it, which got me a little frustrated. And they saw the pictures, right? So I'm flying out here to come onto the show, and my kid's going to be, where are you going? Dad, going to go on Gutfeld. They go, you're going out to see the bodybuilder?
Yeah.
Have you all seen these pictures of him?
Yep. Well, you
this
know.
guy is ripped. He's got bigger forearms than when I went to Comic-Con.
Yeah, you know, those pictures were taken when I was working in Germany. A lot of art films, you know. I wouldn't say I was a bodybuilder. I mean, I was moving a lot of bodies, but I was building them into a pyramid.
If I had my wallet with me, I'd show you guys the pictures he's talking about.
Emily, what say you?
My pictures of you are up on my bedroom wall, obviously.
Oh, well, thank you.
Large size. Guys, this to me, it shows what happens when all of these Democrat leaders, you know, elected officials, sort of run amok, they run unfettered. Because you know how when you operate in the real life, it's social culture that checks you. You know, you can't shout something in someone's face without having there be accountability. But the reality is what we're seeing, that all of these guys acting out in such theatrical ways is because they truly have no idea what it's like in the real world. Everything is resorted to these theater, these antics. They're serving followers, not constituents. They are Instagram politicians, and really they should be legislating. There has been such a disconnect now between what the purpose of their job is and what fame brings them, without the reality check of, actually, Swalwell, you're just a dork. Actually, Swalwell, you haven't done anything meaningful. Actually, you are a blight. You are a pimple on America's ass. And for him to say to everyone that he hasn't heard of you and show us what he benches, which is woefully inadequate, and think we will somehow be galvanized by that, is such a joke. The only joke that is bigger than that is Eric Swalwell himself.
There you go. All right.
We're on Team Greg.
I think you should see a gastroenterologist. That's my advice. You know, I'm here to help. You know, I can get you some names.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.